Welcome to another episode of Home Loans, Home Cooking. Victor here with NXT Mortgage, and I have a special guest today, Catrice, who's also with NXT Mortgage. Please introduce yourself and tell us what we're doing today.
Hi, my name is Catrice Nealon, and I work with Victor at NXT Mortgage. And what I'm introducing to Victor today is part of my heritage. So I'm half Korean, and I am showing him how to make a simple but popular Korean dish called samgyeopsal.
All right, so tell us the ingredients that we'll be using today for your dish.
Okay, so we're gonna use pork belly, which you can get really from any store, Walmart, Costco, Kroger, I'm sure will have it. So what I got here is a thick cut, which we're gonna cut to make it thinner, and then we're gonna cook that on the grill. Other ingredients I have is a red leaf lettuce. You can use the green leaf lettuce or romaine lettuce. I have cucumber, which we're gonna use for the cucumber kimchi, along with sugar, some chives for presentation, sesame oil, this is called gochugaru, which is like flaky red peppers. Then we have gochujang, which is kind of like, this is our sauce right here. And then some Korean salt, which is flaky salt, pepper, sesame seeds, and some concentrated vinegar.
Okay, so tell us the first step when cooking your dish.
Okay, so the first step in cooking it is to take your meat and go ahead and slice it into thin slices. So it's really a preference. Some people like it thicker, some people like it super thin, like bacon style. It's totally up to you. So today we'll go medium. Whoa. It's gonna have a lot of fat, but it's gonna be so tasty after you cook it. So this is a good medium slice right here. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of slice it up still a little bit thick. So from here, you're gonna just place it on your griddle.
Okay.
And you can actually cook this in the air fryer. So for those who don't have a griddle, you can cook it on the air fryer. You can cook it on the stove, just using a pan.
How long do you cook each side typically?
So I just wait till it's like brown enough for me.
Okay.
So of course, cooking it all the way through, making sure you're not eating raw meat, but till it's nice and crispy on both sides.
And what was the name of this dish again?
Samgyeopsal.
And what does that mean?
Pork belly. I don't know the whole technical term of each syllable, but pork belly.
So tell us, while this is cooking, tell us a little bit about what you're kind of seeing in the mortgage trend right now with rates and everything else. Kind of tell us a little bit what you've been seeing.
So what I've seen with the rates and how, people are still a little uncomfortable with paying the rates that are 6 and 7%. One of the popular things right now in the mortgage world is the 2-1 buy down. So the 2-1 buy down is that your rate will go down 2% in the first year, and then 1% in the second year. So then in the third year, the rate that you qualified for, let's say it's 7%, that's when it'll kick in. But the savings that you will save in the first 2 years is amazing. So that's been a really popular product for us to share with our clients.
Right, and not just that, but typically, in order to do a 2-1 buy down, the seller pays for the cost of that as well. And then if you decide to sell the house in 3 years or 4 years, whatever the case is, you don't lose any benefit of that as well. That gets taken off of the payoff. So it's a great opportunity to do a 2-1 buy down. More and more realtors and lenders are using that idea to get the house that our clients are looking for.
I was going to say that's really great for our realtors who are selling homes.
Yep.
It gives them an advantage as a seller since we're now the market is now looking into more of a buyer's market.
Correct. So. Yeah, so as rates continue to rise, what you're seeing is essentially where, folks are not paying $40,000-$50,000 over asking price like they used to a few years ago, even last year. So that has come down to where you can get a house either at price or at cost, I should say, or at listing price. And sometimes they'll get incentives as well, called concessions, to go ahead and pay for closing costs, whatever it is, in order to go ahead and sell their home. So it's a great opportunity to buy once the rates do drop, I've been saying this for I don't know how many months now, but once rates do drop, because they will, you'll be able to refinance and get you that lower rate at the time. Let's say if it's 5% or 4%, whatever it is at the time, go ahead and you can refinance at that time. So the pork is just about complete. What are the next steps to do now?
Okay, so next up we're gonna make what's called cucumber kimchi. So beforehand, I've already prepped out cucumber. This is actually half of a English cucumber, chopped up into half coins. And the ingredients are as follows. So first you're gonna want to grab your gochujang.
And that's just sauce, is that right?
Yes, so okay. It's kind of spicy.
Looks like a butter container, but I was like, what kind of butter is it?
So here's what the sauce is. Okay. So it's kind of like...
Is it spicy or?
It is got some spice to it. It's not terribly spicy. Can you do spicy?
No.
You can't do spicy?
I'm not a spicy guy.
I won't make this too spicy.
I'm gonna try it.
Yes. That'll be good if you can just try it. That'd be awesome. Okay, but gochujang is kind of like our salsa, you know, kind of like our sriracha
Very
sauce.
Very thick, almost like a tomato paste thickness to it.
Yes, and this is just pepper. It's really a pepper paste.
Okay.
So you want to take 2 spoons of your gochujang and then use your concentrated vinegar. So this is not like distilled vinegar. This is actually much stronger. So you'll do about like 1 spoonful. Spread it all in there. Ooh. I like mine a little bit sweet. So I'm actually gonna take some of the sugar, sprinkle it on here.
Is that raw sugar or brown sugar?
This one's actually raw sugar. But you can use white sugar or whatnot. Probably need a bigger bowl for this. So you know what? Can you grab a bowl in that bag? Okay. I'm gonna transfer this over to a bigger bowl. There's some space to mix. It's okay. So really you're just mixing it all the way through. This is gonna take a minute. And it looks like it's gonna be really spicy, doesn't it? It's not gonna be too spicy.
I'm ready for it.
Okay.
They got milk in the fridge just in case it's too
Yay! All right, so you're gonna mix it very well. Next up, we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt.
I'm actually gonna take it to it.
It's gonna be spicy, right? Is it spicy for you?
You know what? It's not. No.
No? Okay.
I mean, it's got a little heat to it, but it's not overpowering.
Yeah. I'm gonna sprinkle.
That's very good.
Good. Sprinkle in a little bit of flaky salt. And then finish it off. This is kind of like a garnish.
Okay.
So a little bit of sesame seeds. All right. So let me go ahead and clean the bowl. This presentation matters. All right. And usually you can sit this to kind of marinate a little bit in the fridge, just to kind of have the cucumber soak in the flavor a little bit more.
So for Korean culture, is pork the most popular dish, or kind of talk a little bit about some Korean food and what you also grew up on?
Yeah, so I would say it's probably one of the more popular dishes, at least like amongst my family and friends. This is a good dish, and also Korean barbecue where it's the beef. So that's even like thin brisket slices, or short ribs is really that marinated short ribs it's really good. So I would say pork, beef, and fish are kind of like the main meats. There's not like a lot of lamb or goat or anything like that. So yeah.
Okay, and are these just about done, or have you think
They're
got a
just
couple more
about
minutes?
done.
Okay.
Just a couple more minutes, and then we can take them off and slice them up.
So we got about 2 more, maybe 3 more minutes on this. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got in the mortgage business and how you like it so far?
Yeah. So I was licensed last year in October, and I started off with another brokerage before I moved on to NXT. But this journey has been a very interesting journey for me. I come from an education background, and so
What got you in the mortgage business?
What got me to mortgage business? That's a good question. So my husband is a realtor, and I've seen him interact with different lenders and stuff like that. And I'm always asking him, oh, what did you like about them? What didn't you like about them? And I saw a need for good lenders to partner up with realtors, and I was like, I could do that. And to be a part of somebody's home journey in this way, I think it's amazing, because we hear this all the time, but this is literally one of the biggest investments that people will make in their lives is buying a home. And so we don't take that lightly, and I want people or our clients to have a great experience, be educated, and I also want our realtors to feel comfortable and happy in the transaction with the lenders as well.
Perfect. And why do you, I guess, the saying is mortgage or brokers are better.
Brokers are better.
Brokers are better. Explain why that is.
Yes. So brokers are better because we have the opportunity to be a personal shopper to our clients. So we don't have just one package that's supposed to fit all, because everyone's situation financially is different. So being a broker allows us to be able to shop around to find good rates or certain programs that are going to fit our clients' needs.
Correct. So a lot of what folks don't realize is if you work with other lenders such as banks or even like Quicken Loans, and there's what's called overlays, and they are very strict, and sometimes they're not going to do what's in the best interest for you. So with brokers, we shop around and we can find the best lender or that's going to work with you and your needs. So that's why brokers are better. I've been doing brokers. This is actually my 5th or 6th month, and I've completely seen the difference from when I worked at the bigger lenders. I worked at Caliber Home Loans before this, and Mr. Cooper, and they would deny loans left and right because you were just a number to them. Even though we could make the deal work, they refused to do it for their own personal reasons, and we don't do that here at NXT Mortgage. So feel free to reach out to either one of us here. We'll love to get you pre-approved. And let's go ahead and continue finishing up this beautiful dish.
Yes. All right, so now the meat is done. So the next step is you can slice it up into little pieces. That way it's easier to chew. All right, how's it looking?
Looks good. I'm gonna take a bite.
Yes, so they're not seasoned, so we're gonna make a sauce that's gonna add some seasoning to it. So let me go ahead and I'll cut up another slice. All right, so here we go. We've got some pork belly all chopped up. Just gonna garnish it with a little bit of green onions, just kind of for presentation. It's pretty. And then gochugaru is a red pepper flake that we use also for garnish, and I'm gonna add this to our cucumber kimchi just a little bit. All right, so since we didn't season up the meat, this sauce will be our season. So we get some sesame oil. One thing about Korean culture, especially it's a joke amongst the Korean moms, that we don't measure.
That's fair.
I don't know how it is in Italian culture.
We don't measure. A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Exactly, and then to taste.
Yeah,
that's
exactly
how it is.
what it is to taste.
Yes, so you put not too much, and then you're gonna add your salt.
Okay.
So you're gonna add some flaky salt. I like to go a little heavy on the salt. You add you can do crushed black pepper or any black pepper. And also to taste. So if you don't like things too peppery, then don't put a lot. If you like it really peppery like I do, put a lot. And then just top it off with a little bit of sesame seeds. All right, so here's our dish plated up. We've got our rice, our lettuce, some cucumber kimchi, and our pork belly, along with our dipping sauce. So, ready for me to show you how to eat it?
Go ahead.
All right, so one of the easiest ways, it's a very quick dinner. So, You want to put your rice and your
Okay.
lettuce.
I'm gonna follow you. I got American chopsticks here, by the
Okay,
way.
and I
so-
got the real chopsticks.
So we're gonna just. Okay.
Yeah. And then you want to take your meat and dip it in your
Dip in
sauce.
sauce.
I like to soak it because I want all of this yummy seasoning in here.
Okay.
And you can do more than one meat. So you can make this as thick as you want it to. And then if you want, you can also add some cucumber, kimchi in there. Some of that gochujang sauce
Okay.
can also go in here. I'm gonna add one. Okay, so you can use your hands, the chopstick ways, just to kind of fold it.
American way it is.
So you fold it.
It's almost like a lettuce wrap.
Yeah, it is. It's really like that. So fold it like it's a lettuce
Okay.
wrap, and then
Go for it.
have at it.
Cheers,
Ready?
mate.
Cheers.
Mmm.
What do you think?
Gosh, the meat cooked perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
What do you think about the flavors?
I like it. It's very. It's got like a sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm. It hits all the notes.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of sweet, some saltiness, savoriness. You
That's
got
delicious.
the crisp of the lettuce.
Well, Catrice, I just want to say thank you for coming today and cooking this fabulous dish. Guys, please go ahead and try it. Let us know what you think. And I appreciate you coming here today.
Yeah, well, thank you for allowing me to come out, share my piece of my culture and heritage with you. And yeah, you guys definitely try it out.
Absolutely. I thank you very much. You guys have a good day. We'll see you next week.